Hi, I'm Stuckey. Joining me is my podcast co-host, Colin Wilson. And today we're going to give out our two best bets for Saturday's college football slate for week 4. We'll also finish up with our Saturday parlay, our single game parlay for Wisconsin, Ohio State on FanDuel. Colin, why don't you kick us off with your favorite bet on Saturday?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Duke, Kansas under 66. And I know that this is two basketball schools and everybody has enjoyed seeing the rise. One of these teams is getting undefeated into October, which is going to be a sight to see. But we're going to take the under here. The pace has been extremely slow for Duke, and Mike Elko running the 4-2-5 on defense has really stifled a lot of opponents. Offensively, they like to run real slow. Defensively, they have two of the highest rated safeties in the nation. That's going to shut down a Kansas offensive unit that has just been wailing on the ground and through the air. But this Duke defense is for real, and they're going to have success making this game extremely slow. On the other side of the ball, Kansas seconds per play is not lightning quick. It's just that they've been explosive. They're not going to be able to pull off explosive plays against that Duke defense. So I'm looking at under 65.5 as my best bet on the Duke-Kansas game.
Like it. Can't wait for that battle of the college basketball blue bloods. Myself, I'm going to go with Charlotte plus 22 against South Carolina. Tough spot here for South Carolina after a couple bruising losses. And guess what? Chris Reynolds, the quarterback for Charlotte, he's back. He matters. That offense with him is a different animal. They have one of the best receiving groups at the group of 5 level. Last week, as 3 touchdown underdogs, they won outright at Georgia State, put up a 40 spot. Reynolds threw for 6 touchdowns. This was an offense that was lifeless before then. They'll come in here with some momentum. They won that in the last second. They'll be excited to play South Carolina here. And meanwhile, South Carolina's defense could have up to 8 starters out. They've already lost a couple for the season. Lots of injuries. I think they'll be cautious here. Cupcake on deck, then SEC play. So I think Charlotte stays within the number here. Always a potential for this offense to also get us in the back door if needed. All right, let's move on to our Saturday parlay. Each week we will build a single game parlay in a prime time slot on the FanDuel app. Colin, why don't you kick us off? Where do you want to start?
Yeah, this Ohio State offense has found themselves. C.J. Stroud is becoming comfortable with weapons outside of Jackson Smith-Njigba. I'm going to go with a Marvin Harrison Jr. anytime TD, and I'm going to parlay that with Travion Henderson rushing prop over total yards. The reason behind that, Wisconsin right now is outside the top 50 in tackle grading. They're going to have a hard time stopping one of the most electric backs in the nation, especially when they have a line yards rank of 46, which means that Ohio State is going to be able to control the trench. They're going to be able to make holes for Travion Henderson to get into. And Ryan Day wants this blue collar attitude of being a ground game. And I think that Travion Henderson will get his yards, but Marvin Harrison Jr. is the guy in the end zone that's going to get the attention, the targets from CJ Stroud.
Yeah, let me throw in a team total. I'm going to go with Ohio State team total over 37.5. You mentioned the Ohio State offense. It looked tremendous last week. Put up 77 on a Toledo defense I've ranked inside the top 40. This isn't your standard MAC defense. It's a really good group of 5 defense. And Ohio State went bananas. And look, Wisconsin's defense, a lot of respect for Jim Leonard, but they lost a lot of production from that unit last year. I think that shows here. I think Ohio State at least gets to 38. So let's go with those 2 player props and Ohio State team total over 37.5. If you don't want to write this down, just go to the college football section on the FanDuel app and click the action card to bet with us. And each week, make sure to catch our Saturday parlay by subscribing to the Action Network YouTube channel. Good luck on all of your wagers this weekend.